Good afternoon. This is Saturday, the last Saturday of February. Tomorrow's will be March 1. So happy March 1 prematurely here for tomorrow. Well, we've been talking about addiction and the addiction cycle. And as you can see here, we're talking about ourselves. And my name is Greg Beluzzo, and I've been teaching life skills for over 13 years in institutional settings, also in churches, educational facilities, and groups that I've had arranged for people that are interested in life skills. So besides being a pastor of a church and working with city government and so on. But in terms of the reference of addiction, the cycle, getting back to it, is we want to break away or break those chains. I know there's people watching here today. You just want to have this over with. You don't want to be compelled. You don't want to be enslaved to the addiction, and you want to break away because you want to have relationships with your family members, your children, and so on. You don't want to keep it where you're hiding. You feel ashamed when you have your head on the pillow at night, and you just want to have freedom. And moving along here, as I set up here, we got a phone now for those that want to reach out, and if I can help in any way in terms of assisting you through your challenge of addiction or any other settings, having a master's degree in biblical counseling. I've helped a lot of people along the way. Maybe that would be you on the other end here watching this. But let's look at the addiction, and let's look at a time you want to set a quit date. Very important. Quitting is sometimes scary, and probably majority of the time it's scaring because you maybe have been in this cycle for so long. Well, look at the benefits of quitting. You'll save money. You'll do it not just for yourself, but you'll do it for relationships with your family. You'll be more in control of your life rather than getting up in the middle of the night and going out and buying a pack of cigarettes or going out and buying alcohol, or getting up in the middle of the night, and maybe addictions also are into gaming, video games, the casinos, so on and on, sexual addictions, just many forms of addiction that you can have. So what you want to do is consider not just yourself making the choice to quit, but think of the benefit it'll do for your health, for your family, and for your choices. So one thing you need to consider in terms of setting that quit date is praying to have God's grace in quitting. I told part of my story. The only addiction I ever had was smoking cigarettes. I smoked for 13 years. I wanted to quit. I threw out more packs of cigarettes and went out and bought them in the same hour that I threw them out. And I just was enslaved with it. And it was always part of in my pocket, in my glove box, somewhere in the car. And I just wanted to finish. I smelled like smoke. I smelled like tobacco. People that were around me would complain about it often. I tried to isolate myself and perfuming, cologning myself up, whatever, to get rid of the smoke. And it was an entrapment. And I wanted to quit, and I prayed about it, and I asked God, and He helped me. He vindicated me, set me free. One day I just said, God, I love you more than I love these cigarettes, and I threw them out. So I set a date. That was the particular date when I was able to do that, and I was able to quit. So put a plan into place. You can say, Easter's coming up. You could say on Easter or Good Friday, I'm going to quit whatever it is. Have self-talk, write it down. And then once you do that, set that date, make it firm, tell other people, tell your family members, and then build a support base. A support base is you go somewhere where people are making the same choice. There are group, support group, family base, church group, Alcohol Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Meth Anonymous, Cocaine Anonymous. There's many support groups. Some of them are combined in these. When you go to AA meetings, they encompass it all. But what you want to do is get the support of others making the same choice. And when you do that, you can feel like you're not alone. When you're trying to do things sometimes alone, especially quitting something that's been a part of your life so long, you need the support. You need to hear how other people have made the choice and they have quit and they have a time frame of quitting. And then you have others they have relapses. They just said, I went a week and I had a relapse. Well, you'll hear those, and then you have other people say, I've been in the same situation. I'm able to come around you, pray with you, get back on track. Stay clean, avoid your triggers. So to stay clean, you have to avoid those triggers, which means you might have to go by the bar that you frequented, or go by the Circle K or the Quick Trip where you bought your 12-pack when you went home, or buying cigarettes or whatever. And you know what I'm talking about when you know that you have to go buy it. The person you would meet after work, they're going out for, if you work in offices where it's very social, you might go out and have lunch in a bar or in a restaurant that serves alcohol, and you'll have to make a choice then that you don't order an alcoholic beverage. You order something that's unfamiliar to your thinking. And when you make that choice, you made it for the choice of, I'm going to have closer relationships with my family. I'm going to go clean. It's going to save me money. I'm not going to be drawn into this because I want a better life and better health and so on. Not have to be looking in the rearview mirror who's following you because you're a little tipsy. I know DUI in the state of Arizona, not even a severe DUI, it's going to cost you between $4,000 and $7,000 for the ticket and the classes you have to take to satisfy the courts. So it's pretty intense, and it's a very negative consequence when you get in that situation. There are people that quit cold turkey, and if you can do it, that's a wonderful thing. So if you're able to do that and you can do it feeling gratified and you pray about it and God gives you the grace to do it, then do it. Why am I spending time on the addiction cycle? It's because it affects so many people, ruins so many lives, costs so much money. The financial strain sometimes on fueling the addiction, whether majority of the time it's alcohol, tobacco, or illegal drugs, street drugs, and you compound it with the alcohol and the street drugs. I've seen many families lose their connection because it's out of control. So what we want to do here when we talk about addiction is we want to go back and think about this person is very selfish. That's maybe you. It was me when I was just thinking about myself with a tobacco habit, but there are many other addictions, and you get yourself in this prison. And you want to break out of this. In order to do that, you have to consider the things we just talked about, quitting. Set a quit date, get support, go to groups, get support from your family, your children, could be your spouse, and stay away from triggers. And if you can quit cold turkey, wonderful. Here's the address. You can reach me email, you can reach me phone now. You can give me a call and be more than glad to pray with you, encourage you, whatever you're going through in terms of your choice. Again, I have a master's degree in biblical counseling, and I've done counseling for over 35 years in many settings. So nothing I think it would be unfamiliar for me to hear, and you can always feel safe. Everything that we say together will be confidential. Or you can write me, and I'll be more than glad to write you back. But take these, this moment, take these pieces of advice and put it together. And until we talk and see each other next time, God bless you. You have a wonderful, wonderful day.